Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Film Seizure Now Playing. This is where we talk about a little bit more, a little bit more contemporary stuff. I am Jeff Arbuckle. With me, as always, Chuck Moore. Chuck, how goes it?
It goes. How goes it with you?
Let's go. Jason Oliver, how goes?
It goes.
Jason Oliver.
It goes. Hey, over here.
Okay. All right. So yes, this we probably have a little bit of a lot of stuff to kind of
a little bit of a lot
of different types of stuff that I'm sure we're catching up on in this episode. I'm going to kick things off here with one of the most difficult watches for a lot of different reasons, but it's still very good movie. If I had legs, I'd kick you. Now, what I said about it being a very difficult watch, most people will probably precede anything that they have to say about it with that disclaimer. What's interesting about this movie is that it's a little bit comedy, it's a little bit of drama, and there's some horror in it. In the sense, but not in the sense of what you think of horror. But basically what this is about is Rose Byrne plays a woman who is for one, she's a therapist or a psychologist or something like that. Her colleague in the same office is Conan O'Brien, who she goes to when she needs to unload stuff. And their relationship is actually pretty funny because like he's kind of had it with her. It's like kind of done with this. But she is married to Christian Slater, who is largely in the movie away because he's a captain in the Navy. He like captains boats around. And he's constantly calling her to kind of ask her about what's going on at home. It's sometimes kind of fraught in terms of like their conversations and everything, but they have a little girl who has an eating disorder and has a tube in her stomach. And she's very, very picky about what she eats and she wants to get better and all of that stuff. And there's a lot of stress there dealing with, well, if you don't eat, you're never going to get the tube out. And if you don't get the tube out, I'm going to constantly be having to come to these fucking meetings and these goddamn appointments that you've got going on, basically. And it's just, it's a lot of like that kind of stress of like dealing with being a professional, a parent with a sick child, unable to really kind of live your life your way in any moment of your life because everything is teetering on like some sort of a disaster. And in the midst of all of this, a gigantic hole opens up in her ceiling of her apartment from water damage. So she has to deal with all of these, like the apartment people, the landlord, the all of it. And so it's just, most of the movie is a tight shot of Rose Byrne's face. And
there could be less attractive women to pick from.
Well, no, yeah, absolutely. I mean, 100%. There are worse things you could be looking at for 100 minutes. But you're seeing like, you do not see the daughter. You don't see Christian Slater until the end of the movie. There's a lot of things that she's dealing with that's coming at her, and you're only seeing her reaction. And it's hard to explain, but it's so uneasy because you're just watching somebody have to deal with all of these little and big things kind of piling up on her. Some of her patients are complete and total messes. It's just, it's a movie that's about like all of that pressure. And Chuck, I would be curious of what you and Steph would think of this movie, because it's all the pressures of like parenthood and then taking all of that as it's all your job. Well, some of it isn't on the kid, or even the stuff that the kid needs to work on. You're bringing it on yourself.
I haven't seen the movie. I don't want to make light of the plight of Rose Byrne, but the whole time you're explaining the film, I was like, oh, it's like Parenthood.
Oh,
Like,
no, it is not. I mean, no. I mean, I thought you were talking about the Ron Howard movie.
no. I mean, just Parenthood in general, like the encapsulating, like the plight of having to take care of another person and not always getting to worry about yourself and like how you deal with that stuff. And I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on that.
Yeah. And, you know, it's also like exasperated by the fact that she's alone for most of the movie because Christian Slater's captaining boats out in the ocean, you know, and he's, you know, it's like, he can't come home to help, you know, and so it's like, it is a lot. And
did you like it though? Did you like it?
It is a very good performance and a pretty good movie. It won't make my top 10, but I do think if I had a vote in the Academy, I'm voting for Rose Byrne for Best Actress. Because
that's good stuff.
Because it's entirely on her. The entire movie is on her. And
I think it's a two-way race, but I think she's lagging behind in what I'm seeing. Yeah.
Who's number one?
Jessie Buckley for Hamnet.
Yeah.
Is the odds-on favorite right now. Yeah.
I want to see Hamnet. Jeff, you talked about Hamnet. Right?
I saw it the same day you saw Five Nights at Freddy's. So
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, well, whatever.
But you talked about it in a previous episode of this, did you not? Barely? No?
I've seen it. We both saw it. But no, we haven't talked about it.
All right. Well, one you should talk about at some point.
Well, I'll probably talk about it at the end of the year.
Good.
But yeah, no, I would just say that it's like, be warned that it is a difficult watch.
It looked like one in the trailer.
Oh, the trailer, I was like, I don't know what this movie is, and I don't know if I want it, because it rattles something inside of you that's like, but at the same time, it's not like you're watching anything bad.
Well, let me ask you a question.
It's life. It's just
because
life.
Let me ask you a question then, because I think this is an important, like, kind of like decision-making movie thing. I don't like watching Safdie brother films. Is it that kind of nerve-wracking? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly what you're saying, and I agree 100%.
Josh Safdie is one of the producers.
Like, knowing whether it's one of those is important, right?
That tracks.
But Josh is also, wasn't he the one who did Smashing Machine?
I'm not sure which is which, but
yeah.
Smashing Machine is actually a pretty straightforward,
biopic. Yeah.
So weird.
But would you put this in the Safdie kind of camp of like, not what? I want to say Sorry Baby, but I'm the other one, Rachel's.
It goes back and forth because there are lighter moments, but then there will be something that will come up where it's like, it's just her pleading like in a bargaining way with her daughter.
I'm going to ask you pointedly, is it High Anxiety like a Safdie Brothers film or no?
I can't tell you the answer to that because as a childless man, it was High Anxiety.
But you've never stolen a gem.
No, like, but I've also never raised a sick 9-year-old girl.
Okay.
But you said it rattled you.
It rattles
the entire time. So I think the answer is yes, Chuck.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff. I don't know why you can't commit to, and I'm not trying to like pigeonhole you, but there is like a Safdie Brothers feel to shit that I could say yes or no.
Well, it also doesn't help that I never saw Uncut Gems, so I can't answer that question.
Oh, you haven't? Well, don't watch it.
Yeah.
I liked it, but hated it.
But I did see Marty Supreme, and it's a different feel from that.
Okay. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying. No.
The only thing I want to say about the Safdie Brothers is that they both made deconstructions of the sports movie in completely different ways this year.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre to me.
Yeah,
that is bizarre.
And I never thought that the Smashing Machine would be the one I liked infinitely more.
Which is odd because I'm the exact opposite. You had the
exact opposite, yeah.
Yeah. Even though I did like Smashing Machine, it's completely different. Yeah, but anyway, I definitely recommend the movie for at least a one-time watch, because if you like Rose Byrne, you're gonna like.
Rose Byrne's awesome. Yeah, I like her.
And I've always liked Rose Byrne. I mean, going back to
Wicker Park.
Yeah.
We did that one on, didn't we?
Yes, we did. We did. Yeah.
I still like that movie. God,
I do too.
It's got a hell of a soundtrack.
It sure does. Anyway, so let's transition over to Jason. You want to talk about Bugonia?
Bugonia. It's my boy Yorgos.
Yorgos.
The new Yorgos Lanthimos joint. I still haven't seen Kinds of Kindness, and I haven't seen a lot of his early stuff. I think I've seen everything since Dogtooth.
The Lobster?
Dogtooth.
Oh yeah.
Might have been right before Lobster. And I really like this, but it's kind of strange to me. It didn't feel Yorgosy to me.
I think I would say the humor is.
Yeah.
Because this movie is very funny, but not in the traditional way.
And the younger brother character.
Oh, the cousin? Yeah, oh god, I love him.
Yeah, like he's very.
Oh my god,
you're right. He's very Yorgos humor. He's thank God for that character. I really like this movie. It's a remake of I believe Korean film called Save the Green Planet, which I have not seen, but I've heard it is similar but very like tonally different than this. I wish I had seen it first, though, to be quite honest, because I probably would have been more surprised had I watched the original back when it came out than I am, watching this movie now. I just feel like I'm more plugged into. I'm deconstructing things as I watch it more than I used to. Let's just put it that way. So there are some things about it that I could kind of see coming. But at the same time, I really, really quite liked it. And how things unfolded, even though I saw some of the more macro elements, I didn't quite see happening.
Oh, I was going to say, if you predicted the end, I would call bullshit on that. Because it's enough that it goes either way, where it's like, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But
well, I mean, the major twist, yes, I was not surprised at all.
I wasn't either.
I mean,
I
didn't expect it, but I wasn't surprised by it.
I could tell you that the waffle was equal on both sides the whole time, which is why I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Because it's selling you two stories the entire time, and both are kind of like, I don't want to give away the movie.
It's impossible to talk about without talking about it. So I would just recommend it. I think it's really, really fascinating. And it also, like, it feels probably this version, I can't speak for the original, but this version probably feels more relevant to now as well, because of the conspiracy angle, conspiracy theorist angle, and the I guess the whole truthiness of it all, but just being kind of completely consumed in your own reality and then taking that to violent extremes, right?
I agree. Yes.
But being like self-righteous about it while also trying to mask the actual anger underneath it, that where all of this is really coming from, right? I found all of that thematically just so fucking well done. Like, Jesse Plemons kills it in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted to add, if I can jump in here, because I 100% agree with you on your points of the movie. It's a little bit predictable, which is contradicting what Jeff said earlier. To me, like that well, hold on, you can say what you'd like, but the performances are well worth the price of admission. Like, Plemons is amazing. Emma Stone is probably the best I've seen her since the Favorite.
Or Poor Things. Poor Things.
I mean, she's great in Poor Things. I don't like that movie. Well, no, I love that movie, but her performance here is just like kind of astounding.
I would agree in the fact that there's, I think, more nuance to this performance than her Poor Things performance, where she's kind of like just let loose, and
there's a believability to what she's selling here, and then a believability to what Plemons is selling that makes this movie a fascinating watch, whether you know what's going to happen or not.
Well, absolutely, and it rewards multiple viewings. I feel like I'm really excited to watch it again, and I'm really excited to go and watch the original, because I think that there's so many layers to appeal here. Yeah,
and it does have like a Tim Burton-esque ending. And like, I don't know how I could even describe that, but it does like feel like Tim Burton at his best at times.
Yes, I was going to say at his best. Yeah. I mean, this is like Ed Wood, Tim Burton.
Yes.
Like that's like, yeah. No, and I should say again, you shouldn't expect the ending that you got. But Chuck, I do agree with you that both sides are presented so well that it could go either way, and you're second guessing yourself as it kind of wobbles back and forth.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't expect exactly the ending until one specific thing happened that I fucking lost it in the theater when it happened. Was it
the closet? That's all.
Yes. My God.
I think it's hilarious.
My God.
I think it's doubly hilarious now, thinking about the way she's like cradling her arm around the calculator. Like, that I keep thinking about that choice and how fucking funny it is.
Yeah. So
of all the ways to get a concussion, that's all I'll say.
Right.
God, it's funny.
Oh my God. But yeah,
right. So it is wickedly funny. It really is.
I mean, it really, really is. And like, I mean, Emma Stone is fantastic in it. Jesse Plemons is fantastic in it. I mean, this is a guy who probably should have gotten nominated for Civil War for just one scene. And in this movie, he has an entire movie of just killing it. And
like you mentioned, the cousin is tremendous.
Oh my God. Aiden Delbus is his name.
So good.
Oh my God.
I need to know more about him. I feel like we're going to see more of him like soon.
Well, and
he's only been in two things, so hopefully.
And he is autistic, which is perfect for, I mean, it was the perfect guy in the perfect situation. Yorgos uses him perfectly, and he is so likable, but at the same time, oh my God, it's fantastic. And just the way that Jesse Plemons you can see the machinations of putting this guy into the position he wants to put him in.
There is a major question I have about that character that I cannot pose here.
Okay.
But I'm interested, like, if anyone's watched it. And maybe we can talk about this offline at another time, but he does something that I'm like, wait, why did he do what he just did?
Yeah.
I'm sure
I got something to tell you guys after the episode. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I don't think it's going to land in my top 10, but a very good movie.
It's close.
Yeah, it's
close for me.
It's like you said, like Jason says, the comedy elements of it is wicked.
Perfect. Not the same movie, but it's like, I could almost like switch it with Mickey 17 in either position I have it in a way. Like it feels almost like the same kind of commentary in a different medium, right? But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see where you're going with that. Yeah, so I think that's 3 pretty strong recommends.
Yeah.
Chuck, you said you recently watched The Long Walk.
Oh, I did.
Francis Lawrence, the unknown Lawrence brother.
Wait, which one? You can't throw me a curveball like that. Especially when I'm walking along. I don't know what exactly to say about this movie. I think Hoffman's kid is is really quite good in it. His performance is good. The cast is good. Is a Stephen King short, or a Richard Bachman short, as it were. It's a pretty good one. And the movie is pretty good. I don't find anything like tremendous about it myself. I know, Jeff, you have a little higher rating, and the ending is quite good. It's, if you've read the book, you know what happens, or if you've read the short, you know what happens. I don't know, Jeff. Like, actually, I kind of want to ask you, because I think you have a higher rating. I thought it was just good.
I was really kind of drawn into particularly Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson. The two main.
David Johnson was the other kid. I could not remember his name.
There's a lot of, I mean, it's very Stephen King in the one regard, you know, where like it does, like what I know of Stephen King, I feel like, yes, of course, those two characters are going to end up becoming very close.
It's almost too Stephen King in the relationships, like,
I mean,
between
that's
all
fair.
the kids.
Yeah. I mean, I think I like the idea of what the world was and how this is, to me, there was a sense of kind of, I could realistically see a situation like this where people are thrust into this much easier than I could see like a Hunger Games type of situation.
Yeah.
Where this is, there's this kind of old fashioned like masculinity. It's like your kid is gonna rise up and he's gonna become the winner of this grueling contest, and he'll have anything he wants. And it's all kind of bullshit, and you kind of know it's bullshit, but it's so desperate.
Death race on foot.
Yeah, it really kind of is. I don't know. I mean, the whole time I felt on edge with it, but I think in ways where I was like, instead of like kind of squirming to get out of the theater, I was kind of like leaning into it, like leaning forward instead of squirming. If that
Let
makes
me
sense.
ask you this, not to deter your thought, but did you know the story?
No.
So that would make a world of difference, I think. And I think I'm interested in what you think, Jason.
I've never read the story.
I've
never actually read the story, so.
Oh, okay. And I'm not even certain the book ends exactly like, or the story ends. It does, doesn't it? It does not.
It does not. Not exactly the way
it flips the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No spoilers, but it was a little like simple, in my opinion. But I think
the simplicity was something I liked the most about it, though. It was yeah. Anyway, yeah. Jason, we saw a movie. We both have watched the movie on Shudder.
Oh yeah, Queens of the Dead.
Yeah, want to talk a little bit about that, because I think we are maybe on the same page here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was fine. I liked some of the more like representative drama about it more than I did the zombie stuff, and I didn't really feel like it leaned enough into some of the zombie metaphor for me, like George would do. And it definitely didn't have nearly enough blood and guts for me.
More blood and guts.
I mean, if we're making a Romero style zombie movie, I mean.
Well, I think we should also mention who made this movie.
Yes, Tina Romero, George Romero's daughter, made this movie. And so it's got that cred. It's got a cameo from Tom Savini.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's a comedic one. I mean, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels, a lot of it feels like in the spirit of Romero Zombie, you know, given that sense that it's very like, it's got a very like, socio-political tone to it, right? And there is metaphor there for things, but I feel like, as a zombie movie, and kind of in the shadow of her dad. It doesn't quite succeed, but it's certainly worth a watch. And it's certainly worth a watch, I think, for Katie O'Brien and some of the characters, like, you know, Indianapolis's own Katie O'Brien.
Katie O'Brien, yeah.
Doing great, Katie. And yeah, I really like the relationships and the pansexuality of it all. I just fucking loved. And
it was nice to see Margaret Cho.
Yeah, she's. I hate to say it, but she's looking a little old, Margaret. Sorry.
Well, because she is a little older.
I didn't know how old she was. I was like, man, when did Margaret Cho get old?
When we did.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, she's got a great moment in it. It's good. It's nice, but it's not like great.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
A bit of a product with budget too, I think.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is probably budget related. I didn't think the movie particularly looked good.
Yeah, it didn't.
It's very, there's always something about how color comes through in a movie that's probably shot digitally that always catches my eye on low budget movies, and most of the time not in a very good way. But yes, I will 100% echo the fact that Katie O'Brien is good. Jack Haven from I Saw the TV Glow.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of really, Jaquel Spivey, it was maybe one of the surprisingly best parts of that musical Mean Girls that came out last year.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like him too, but it's one of those movies that, for one, I kind of felt like it was about 15 minutes too long.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters in this.
Yeah, a lot of characters, and it doesn't really get like to the good stuff till really late.
Exactly. Yeah, it struggles to get to the really good stuff.
There's pacing problems.
Yeah, and like, I don't mind that we got to meet all the characters, but it takes a half an hour before you really start feeling like there's a horror movie element to this.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that, though, I will say I think it is important that a movie like this exists.
Yeah.
That just doesn't, importance and quality, slightly different things, but I think it's important that these movies do exist.
Yeah, and honestly, I look forward to seeing more from Tina Romero.
Absolutely. I
think that there's certainly like a place for her in this genre, and I look forward to seeing more. It was fine, but I wanted more.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all I'll say, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, certainly not a don't recommend.
Yeah.
You know, it's certainly a marginal recommend for me.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So I've got two more quick things I'll say about a couple more Shudder movies before, Jason, I think you have a big one.
I have a few things.
Talk about.
I got some rapid fire, and then I got a couple. Yeah, I got some things.
Okay. So the two that I wanted to talk about, first of all, the last movie I've seen is Influencers. So a few years ago, there was Influencer. Jason, you saw that one,
I saw
right?
it. Yep, I liked it.
I liked it too. What I kind of like about Influencer and Influencers are that these are good Lifetime movies, meaning they're a little bit exploitation. They're fun little thrillers. They're in pretty places. You know, it's like there's an element there that's not entirely like, oh, I expect this to be.
Are you turning into Joe Bob?
Well, no.
He's a big fan of Lifetime movies.
Oh, well, no, I'm just saying that there's a little bit of trash on this.
What I kind of get from seeing the first one and not having seen the second one yet, my impression of it is sort of like a little bit more bubblegum Patricia Highsmith, right? It's
Okay.
It's kind of like Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yes.
But more Lifetime. Yeah.
Yes. But those are the parts of it that I think make these movies so much more fun to watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Because they are a little bit exploitation, a little bit trashy.
Yeah.
And Cassandra Nod is just, ooh. I mean, yeah, I like her work. But in this movie, in Influencers, so everything that made the first one fun is cranked up to 11.
Nice.
In the second one, down to the point where there is a flat out comedic moment at the very end that runs through some of like half of the credits that is just, it didn't have to be there. I thought it would be funny if it would do that, and it did it. And I was like, this movie is phenomenal. But again, it's kind of that, it's a little bit of that kind of trashy kind of thriller. You know, it doesn't take itself too seriously. You kind of know what's going to happen, but it's so well made trash that I love it. I love that stuff. So if they make an Influencer to the third power, since they're following the Alien titling, I'll be there to watch it when it drops on Shudder.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely on my list. I kind of like to go back and watch the first one again. It's been since it came out.
Yeah. Chuck, did you have anything else that you want to throw out there?
What else you got, Chuck?
Oh, I mean, all I'll say is over Christmas, the brothers and I did, with the children, not the youngest of the children, but we watched the Abrams Zucker run of Airplane, Top Secret, Naked Gun 2.5.
Nice.
Still fucking amazing.
That would be fun to watch that with your brothers. Like, I'm sure you had like a whole new experience, like new old experience doing that.
Yes, it was. And like having both of my kids there, and then John's oldest son was there, like seeing their reactions to some humor that might be considered archaic and like, I was like a little worried about, and having them laugh at. Yeah. Like that comedy is timeless. And I will say, since I don't know if I've ever talked about this on our show, the baseball scene in Naked Gun 1 is the greatest comedy scene ever. And if you ever see somebody sing the national anthem, and this might be what you're about to say, Jeff, if you don't say it's Enrico Palazzo, that's not doing it right.
That's not what I was going to say.
We're going to go Enrico Palazzo. I do.
But what I was going to say was, every time my brother John and I were ever at a sporting event after the Naked Gun, whenever it got to that part in the song, it got to the point of bunch of bombs in the air.
Yes,
we would say that in the song.
Yes.
Oh my God, it fucking kills.
It's peak fucking comedy. And Naked Gun 2.5, and I'll leave it at this: the greatest line in cinematic history is when Frank Drebin is asked if he has any last requests, and he says, "Can I have the gun?" It's sorry, nothing beats that.
Perfect.
I'm not current like you guys, but
that's all right. I mean, that's our
awesome.
video. That was our video pick of the month there, there.
That's what I want to do with these episodes. Is it's not just what you see new. It's like, what are you watching? I mean, I've watched a lot since. I'm just going to rapid fire a few things.
You're always watching.
I'm always watching. Always watching. I watched F1. Fine. Was really into the first half. Kind of just got way goofy in the second half.
I was. This is one thing I will give that movie credit for. My dad liked that movie more than I did.
Good.
And that is the guy who, when my aunt once talked about how much she liked Seabiscuit, he told her all of the historical inaccuracies to that movie as a response. Well, so for him to like that movie more than me,
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's worth a watch. It went some places I didn't expect it to go, and it went a lot of places I did expect it to go. But interesting. Honestly, like I don't know anything about F1, so that was probably also helpful because I couldn't be that guy that like scrutinized it for all the bullshit. But yet, there's some things that's like, yeah,
I will add
that's an eye roll. But
if I could quickly, an F1 fan I know thought it was garbage. For the reasons that they knew F1.
Was it Joe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really? Because my dad has like 70 years of F1 super fandom.
I can't. Neither of us, any of us, can't really pick apart why without asking.
All right, rapid fire some more things. Spinal Tap 2, that's fine. Didn't really need to exist. Had some funny jokes, most of them not so funny, but kind of cool to check in on some of these people, and honestly kind of sad in a lot of ways now with the passing of Rob Reiner. Sorry Baby, loved it. I'll talk more about it later this year. Mastermind, man, I wanted to like the Mastermind. Josh O'Connor, he's having a year. He's a likable guy. This has gotten a lot of great reviews. The director she's interesting. She's made some really interesting things like Meek's Cutoff. I didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. I didn't realize that the title is ironic for one thing, but not in a fun way.
Okay.
I don't know what it was trying to say, I guess, at the end of the day. I watched The Perfect Neighbor. Good documentary.
I wanted to watch that. Yeah.
It will infuriate you, but at least
it can't be any different than the fucking news.
But yeah, I mean, it's about essentially it's a case that happened out of the stand your ground laws in Florida.
Of course. And
it's fascinating. What's really interesting about it more than anything is the form. It's all told from the like 95% of it is all like police body cam footage and audio. So it's like every single call out to this neighborhood and to this house, it's all on display. It's fascinating, like true documentary filmmaking. Relay, really good in some ways as a techno thriller starring Riz Ahmed and Lily James and what's his name, Avatar guy, Sam Worthington,
Jimmy Cameron,
Worthington. However, if you thought Bugonia, you kind of saw it coming or could see it coming, Relay, you definitely will.
Oh, yeah.
And then the thing I saw just today that I will talk a little bit more about briefly is Resurrection. Be Gone is the name of the director, which is kind of funny. Yeah. Be Gone. But,
Be Gone.
Wait, wasn't that... Wait, you once were a vegan. Now
you'll be gone. You'll be a Chinese auteur, Chinese auteur filmmaker. So Resurrection, man, this is a lot. I really, really liked it. It may or may not be in my top 10. It's a lot to absorb. It's incredibly complex. It is, in a nutshell, it's got a very kind of Philip K. Dick center core to its plot about like in a future world where people have traded the ability to dream for immortality, but that there are still people in this society who decide to dream, and they're kind of like cast-offs and they're pursued to be eradicated because they're a danger to the time stream and a danger to the overall collective's immortality. But what it really ends up being is it's vignettes. It's 6 vignettes, all based on a different sense. So like sight, sound, hearing, seeing, hearing, touch, taste, the mind. They're the Buddhist senses, and there's the 6th one I'm forgetting. Anyway, each vignette is centered around that, and then what it really honestly becomes is this fascinating kind of deconstruction and meta narrative about filmmaking itself, like the death of it in a sense, but also its immortality and how it's kind of the keeper of our memories. So it's his love letter to cinema. but it's also maybe it's like eulogy. And each vignette is in a different style of film. So it ranges from like, from noir to German expressionism to, like horror or action. And there's a 40-minute sequence that's all one take cut towards the end of the movie that is just breathtaking. The cinematography is off the charts amazing. Like this is truly a piece of art. Like this movie is probably will be considered a masterpiece for Bugonia when it's all said and done. There's so much to it. Like it almost like requires multiple viewing to really get what's going on. Like I definitely don't have a full understanding of it all. The Buddhism of it, the Chinese of it, right? There's just a lot. There's a lot to it, but I think it's going to be well worth anyone's time. I do kind of knock it though a little bit. It's a little bit opaque at times because of some of those reasons. It's hard to approach. I found like the first half, I was really, really like antsy and just not getting it. And it took until maybe somewhere in the second half, one of the vignettes in the second half where I started to click more with me. It was a little bit more of an approachable story. But yeah, I mean, for the way it looks and sounds, and I think what it's trying to accomplish, I definitely recommend it, but it's going to be, results may vary.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last one that I will, really kind of get into here briefly, another movie I watched on Shudder called The Surrender. Jason, I'd be really curious. No, Chuck also, I mean, of course, I'd be curious what you think.
This has been one I've been looking at for a while. And it's never clicked to play on. Yeah.
I think, Jason, you might have some additional thoughts. I think you'd both generally like it. So essentially what this movie is a guy at the start of the movie, there's a guy, his wife, their daughter. The guy is bedridden and about to die. He's kind of like in final care. He's not even going, I mean, he's just being comfortable until like they have to give him like painkiller and all of that to keep him comfortable until he passes. The mother at first you think is spiteful or overprotective of her husband, maybe towards their daughter. There's a little bit of like, what's going on with her? Why is she this way? The daughter kind of has her own struggles with like being there at kind of like that final day's care with her mother. Like, why is she there exactly? You kind of find out a little bit more about why she's kind of been there. But the key thing is that, and this is not a surprise, the guy passes away. And what ends up happening after that is the mother opts that instead of mourning him, she's going to resurrect him. Okay. And there's this whole occult thing that deals with what they say are 3 surrenders that must be done in this process to reunite his soul from the afterlife with his body. The movie is only named after one of them because in the final moments of the movie, you find out what that third one is. And it is something that stuck with me for hours after watching it, because it recontextualizes the entire movie. And I think if you can get to the end, I think the end will leave you very satisfied. It's not perfect in the first, 90 minutes or so, but that last 5 minutes is pretty damn good. And it has a retro effect on the first 90 minutes.
Interesting. It reminds me, like, what was the movie where it was like an older couple and they like turned to the occult to resurrect their grandson? Anything for Jackson. Did you ever see Anything for Jackson?
No, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
It sounds like premise wise, it sounds similar, but it sounds like it's a completely different movie in theme and tone. Interesting. Well,
yeah, because this also deals a lot with like the daughter going back through her memories and like memories that might be happy from one perspective may have had a tinge of something else that she wasn't aware of until she got older. And it's like there's a lot of that plays with memory. There's a lot of that plays with dealing with loss, dealing with all of the stuff that goes into reconciling losing the most important person in these two characters' lives.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really interesting movie. It is not overly horror. It's more psychological until you get to the final act. Okay. And then it kind of brings out more horror elements. But the last 5 minutes stuck with me for a long time.
Interesting. All right, cool.
So yeah. So I would definitely recommend that one. I'm going to throw out a kind of a funny little video pick of the month.
Video pick?
Yeah. February at B Movie Anima is Melissa Joan Hart month. And I just recently watched Drive Me Crazy for the first time in a long time. And God damn it, I still love that movie. It's not perfect, but there's enough of the good stuff there where you see this movie is almost an all-time classic teenage movie.
But this movie is also Jeff's crush in the movie.
Well, 100%.
Was that Adrian Grenier?
Yes. Yeah. He and Ali Larter are fantastic in it.
Well, Ali Larter.
What happened to Adrian Grenier?
I don't know. He still works here and there, but he also became an environmentalist, like ambassador or something, or an ambassador of something. Yeah, like dealing with I think environment.
So activist.
I think I loved Ali Larter back in the day.
Well,
I did.
I mean, I think maybe the first time I saw her was Varsity Blues. That was her, right?
Yeah.
Whipped cream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. She was great in that, and then in Heroes.
She was indeed.
She was in Heroes too, right?
Yeah, she was. She was the main female hero until everybody went gaga over.
Heroes was the
cheerleader.
Most promising show ever that was
they didn't know what to do with it.
It went too long. Yeah, it went. I mean, the first season and a half are fantastic.
Ali Larter, she's also good in Final Destination.
Yes.
Co-leading
that. Yeah. Anyway,
the OG.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She was the original survivor.
She was in the second one too. She
died.
She was kind of the Tony Todd in the second one. Yeah,
but she dies in the second one, though, doesn't she? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she was the candy.
I think the original
she was in the
ending
insane asylum in it. Yeah, she was trying to prevent anything that could possibly get to her that would kill her. Yeah,
I think in the original ending of the original one, she was supposed to die. I think everybody was supposed to die.
I wish everyone died.
Generally,
those movies are a blast.
No, I think it would have been better. Not that I hated everyone. It would have been a better movie if everyone died in Final Destination.
I don't remember the exact.
Oh, you're talking about the movie. Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm telling you this, it might crack my top 10.
What, Bloodlines?
Yep.
There's no fucking way.
I'm telling you, man. It might.
No fucking way.
It is so fucking good, man.
That's amazing. There's
have
no
heard
judgment.
it's quite good.
I will not ever judge any of you because the Naked Gun is probably gonna crack my top 10.
Naked Gun won the Critics' Choice for Best Comedy, so you're fine.
If I'm judging it against its genre, it's. I mean, how many times has the seventh or whatever, movie in the franchise actually maybe the best one? I mean, it is
probably
never.
13th,
part 6.
Probably
maybe,
never.
Jeff would say, but
I can get the
that's
6.
not the 7th.
I don't know. I was just doing a number. I can't remember how many there are. I think there's.
Well, the
you
seventh,
said 6.
The seventh Bond film.
For Bloodlines.
Bloodlines. Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, the seventh Bond film is Diamonds Are Forever. So,
but no. Anyway, I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
I'm totally into that.
It's on my short list, though. It's on my short list.
Hey, you know what, man?
We'll talk about this more when top 10s come out, but it should.
I mean, I think
it should be a movies you like.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
I will. I've already watched it 3 times. Like, it is so much fun.
Are you kidding me? I haven't watched it. I haven't
watched it once.
It is an absolute blast.
I'm over here watching Melissa Joan Hart movies.
My wife
I ain't
said-
got time for this shit.
My wife said it was okay, so it's probably amazing.
It's probably amazing. Yeah, and we'll talk more about this in 1 month's time, because next month our Now Playing will be our best of 20.
Is it the second to last episode of February or the last episode of February? Somewhere around there.
Well, somewhere around the end of February, whether it's going to be our next Now Playing or if it's going to be the actual episode at the end of February. We'll talk about our top 10s, but but I think, Jason, you pointed out something that I say all the time when you guys question how I rank movies. And I can really only rank Train Dreams, Frankenstein, Sinners. Those are elevated in their genres.
Sure.
But the average genre movie, I can only really kind of compare against other genre movies.
Well,
especially when we deal with things like, how did I feel about a movie that most people didn't like? The latest Captain America movie. Well, compared to other Marvel movies, I still had fun with it, but it's nowhere near my top 50, but I know
you're not attacking us right now, but my whole rating system is genre based or like based. Like a 4 in horror is not a 4 in drama, but there's still 4s.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, so that's how you guys don't often understand how I rank things. And it's like, sometimes it's
why you like movies you like. That's different.
Sometimes it's vibes based, man.
I'm very, 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 very rarely give a 5. So, and when I see like some of Just 5s, I admit I roll my eyes a little bit, right? But
and I roll my eyes back at you.
but yeah, it's just the way you feel, and it's fine. It's like none of this really is that important. It's all subjective. But yeah, I mean, even movies that I really don't like, I will still give a passing score if I think that it was well made, right? And
I think that's where you get into that 2, 2.5, 3, where it kind of wobbles.
Where movie rankings really matter is for like-minded people who are like, I want to watch other movies that this person likes because they like movies I like.
It's all benchmarking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
I don't like any of the movies you guys like. 0 of them.
None of them.
I hate them all.
Especially next week's movie. And we segue. That's how you do it, guys.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I love next week's movie, so you guys
I hate it. Yeah. Yeah, so next week, episode number 400.
Anybody watch the last season of Stranger Things? Because Prince makes a hell of an appearance.
No, we have not, and we will, but we have not.
I haven't watched
disappointing.
Since, like, season 1 or 2.
Purple Rain is like this year's.
It's the resurgence.
Hill. Yeah,
it's the resurgence song. I was curious. I saw an article and I was like, I don't want to open that, but Purple Rain makes sense for that show.
Yep.
Like it makes sense. Season, that's actually a good choice.
This season's a little wobbly, but it sticks to landing.
Yeah.
Although it does suffer from.
That's kind of a little bit of a hot take.
That should be.
Oh, people don't think it does?
Depends.
I think it does. I think it was a nice way to end it. It does suffer from Lord of the Rings though, where they have like 10 different endings.
Well, let's make that a maybe next time or maybe the time after watching.
Yeah, once you get caught up, we can chat about it.
Yeah. So next week, episode number 400, Purple Rain. That is January 28th. Go over to filmseizure.com. That's where you can find all of our episodes, all the places you can follow us on social media, all the places you can subscribe to us on the various podcast sites. This upcoming Monday, I finish out my 2010s Monster Mondays extravaganza before moving on to a different, I'll have to look up and see what the different decade is, but I finished things off with a little animated ditty that I saw. It's okay, but it's still fun for what it is. Hulk, Where Monsters Dwell. So it's a little Marvel animation with Hulk and Doctor Strange and some of their monster characters. Fun times. So that's Monster Mondays this upcoming Monday, the 26th. This upcoming Friday at my website, bmovieanima.com, I review The Toxic Avenger Part 3, The Last Temptation of Toxie.
Oh, God.
Nice.
Often derided, but I'm going to tell you right now, I still had a lot of fun with it. It's a little too long, but I had a lot of fun.
It's part 3.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I've seen it. I probably
most people say watch part 2, skip straight to Citizen Toxie.
Citizen Toxie,
part 4.
Yeah.
But I had a good time with it. It is too long though, I will say.
I still haven't seen the new one.
Oh, that's a fun one too.
I know. I need to catch it. Hopefully, it hasn't been on a streamer. It's like rental, and I'll probably just have to pay the $5 at some point.
Oh, geez, $5.
I know, $5 whole.
$5 whole. Anyway, so that's what's coming up. Guys, let's celebrate 400 together next week.
Hell yeah.
All right. So until then, I am Jeff Arbuckle.
I'm Prince doing While My Guitar Gently Weeps.
I'm Jason Oliver, and you have been listening to Film Seizure.